Would I enjoy living in Varese, where water may most commonly be present in snow form? Here I, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, ruminate about if I would enjoy living in Varese, Italy, in relation to water taking on snow form there. This would be a change from most of my life, which I have lived in places near large bodies of open water, such as oceans and sounds. So I currently reside and have resided in the Puget Sound area, greater Seattle area for over 20 years, cumulative of my life. And there's the Puget Sound, which is a large body of water connected to the Strait of Juan de Fuca, which connects to the Pacific Ocean. Then I lived in South Africa, and it was a coastal city, and Port Elizabeth, and it was the Indian Ocean, I think. Not the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean's on the other side of Australia. And then I lived in Hawaii, and so that was about January to June 2012, and then I lived in Hawaii for a little under 3 years, which is in the Pacific Ocean. So ocean sounds, big bodies of water. So Varese, Italy is mountainous northern Italy, and I do have some ancestors and ancestral origins to northern Italy. I think it's a mountainous region of Europe, and so there's not what I've spent my life living next to. Oh, and I also lived in California, the San Francisco Bay Area. Sorry, I completely forgot. Yeah, so a big open bay that connects to the Pacific Ocean. So, and that one was over 4 years. Whoa, brain fart. And so I think it would be, I would say I am not against it. I would be an adjustment, and because I have not lived in waterfront in any of those places, while it's nice to see water, it's been a reminder of the room I live in. It faces trees. So, and there are houses that I can see through the trees and stuff like that. So it's, while we are by water and that's nice and stuff, I think I have not been going to the beach. I haven't been swimming or anything like that. So actually I'm ready to tackle this more than I ever have been before, including internal settling. Bracciano would be an intermediate step. It's a city north of Rome by a volcanic lake. So it has a lake. I haven't lived by a lake either. I'm like, that'd be like a different one. That'd be fun. I'm guessing Giorgio Parisi put in charge of language learning for my living in Bracciano. Austin Butler, Italian, German, Hungarian, and Scottish Gaelic. And Karsten put in charge Italian, Norwegian, French, and Russian. And then in Varese, I'm guessing Giorgio Parigi put in charge of language learning for my living in Varese. Niccolo Martinenghi, Italiano, and Tomas Sechon, Italiano. So those are my guesses, and a little bit of, I'm ready. I might not have been for like over 25 years of my life, but I grew up, and I could do it now.